Shalom, I'm PapaDeeva, meeting everyone in this video. Real people, real stories, real testimony. Okay, if you are watching this video for the first time, please subscribe this channel. It is for free, and hit the notification bell. And please share this video to many friends so that everyone will be blessed. All right, thank you. I also like to thank my friend Angela Maxwell, Brother Samuel, who have been always encouraging me to do this video, and such a wonderful people. They always encourage me, so I always have the drive to do this video. Also thanking Pastor Ernest Miller, who has been sharing this video in his church group. Thank you, everyone. God bless you all. Okay, let's recap the part 1 video, and we saw how God provided the orphanage in a very miraculous way, and that testimony, we know that God is same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And today I want to share my own experience having breakfast with God. A few years back, through God, I met two friends, one by the name of Mary and another one was Martha. Mary was always a lady who liked to pray in the morning before she starts anything, and Martha was good with a Bible. So we decided to meet every morning. We will pray and we will read the Bible before we can start our work, But as we were continuously doing it, I saw my life was changing. My family life was so good. There was always fun in the family. My business was taken care by God. We didn't do any advertisement or promote my business, but it was just simply coming. God was providing that business, and the bad times or the good times, God sailed me through. And God gave me many strengths, real strength to face many obstacles, many challenges came, but they just passed by, and I always face it with new strength, God even saved me in a very miraculous way in a road accident. My car was a total wreck, and I came out alive without a scratch, I just shouted, "Jesus, help me." My car, which was hit by a huge truck and a speeding bus, was spinning in the road, and suddenly I felt someone lifted up my car and parked the car in the side, and I came out alive, not even a drop of blood out of my body. My car was a total loss. So I'm alive today because of Jesus. What a wonderful God we have. Okay, let's today go into the Bible. We'll go into the Bible in John chapter 21. It's the time God had breakfast. Jesus had breakfast with disciples. What a wonderful God. He likes to have breakfast with us. And it was in a seaside. Isn't that great? Let's look into it. What's the secret behind when we have breakfast with Him? All right, let's start the journey. Let's see verse 3. In verse 3, the disciples actually, this is the first time after 3 years being with Jesus. Now Jesus is not with them, so they had no direction. They had troubled mind, uncertainty, so they went back to the old ways. Peter said, "I'm going fishing." And then the rest of the disciples said, "I'm coming with you." Because Peter only knew that he was a fisherman. So they all followed him. They took the boat, they went into the sea, and they fished from night to morning, and they caught nothing. And this is what's happening today. With our pandemic season going on, there are a lot of uncertainty. Many have lost jobs. We all know that. Many businesses are down. So we don't know what's going to happen to us. When is this pandemic going to over? We are worried. When are we going to remove our mask? When are we going back to the old norm? We don't know. So we are trying out many business. A lot of people are trying to invest money here. They're trying to start that business, and many are not working. Many are facing failures now. Going back, trying that and this. Okay, in verse 4, the Bible says Jesus was standing beside the seaside, and the disciple couldn't recognize him. They were with him for 3 years, day and night, and now they cannot recognize him because they had troubled mind. They were worried. They caught nothing. They don't have direction. They don't know how to face tomorrow. And that's happening today, right? We're having uncertainty. We don't know, like I said just now, we don't know what's going to happen, when this pandemic will be over. So we forget to seek God. Many are not praying. They have just given up God. They see problem bigger than God. But it's supposed to be the other way around. God is bigger than your problem. But we forgot. We are looking, our problem is bigger. Every day we see news. Many of them like to hear the news. How many died today? The number of COVID cases increased, but they still forget to seek God for His direction. Okay, let's see what's happening now. In verse 5, Jesus called them children. Jesus asked them, children, have you have any food? And they said, no. You see, this is the first time Jesus called them children. Before that, He was calling His disciples by name. He's expressing His Father's love to them. He knows their need. He knows they were hungry. I'm telling you today, God knows your need. He will provide you. He has been providing me until today because He knows I'm His children. He knows my need. God is able God. He will provide you. Guys, seek Him. He will provide you. He knows you're looking for a new job. You want to start something. God knows everything. Then He tells the disciple, throw the net on the right hand side. So disciple throw the net on the right hand side and they get a big catch. It was too heavy to pull. They need all the apostles come together and pull the net out. It was a big catch. They tried it the whole night until morning. They caught nothing. One direction God gives and they got a big catch. Now after this, the disciple recognized it was Jesus. Why? Now the emotion changed. They were happy. They got big catch. Wow, they were surprised. They were happy. Now they can recognize it was Jesus standing on the seaside. Is that great? God knows your need. He shows you the direction. Wonderful, right? You got big catch. Let's see. Let's go on and see what's happening. Now they come to the shore. Jesus said, come in. There were breakfast there. Sit down. They brought their fish. They had breakfast together. What does it mean? When you spend time with God, it's actually refreshing time. You have breakfast with God. That's why when I pray in the morning, I read my Bible, I relax myself, I speak to God. It's a very refreshing morning. Every morning, wonderful time with God, you know. It's very special feeling. I always feel His presence. I always feel His peace inside me. I want you to try. Get a group, or if you're alone, do it yourself and you'll feel this greatness. You cannot get it anywhere else unless you experience it with God. This was happening in the seaside with the disciples. They all sat together. They were having breakfast together. To me, it was a refreshing time. They meet Jesus. It was really nice. And after the breakfast, Jesus calls Peter. And He asked Peter, do you love me? And He asked him 3 times. And Peter says, God, you know all. And later, Jesus restores Peter. Now Peter becomes a new creation, a new man. A new journey starts in his life. This is what will happen to you when you have breakfast with God. Before you start anything in your life, start with God in the morning. Ask Him for direction. He knows your need. He knows what you want. And then He will provide you the new direction. He knows you need a job. He will provide you a new way. A new door will be open. New opportunities will come. If your business is a failure, He will show you how to make it a successful business. Believe me and try it. God is the best coach you will have. All right. Then after that, we saw how Peter transformed in his life. Now, the Peter who was the fisherman, no longer a fisherman. He was fishing man. We all know how he spoke boldly in the street, filled with the Spirit. How many thousands of people came to know the Lord that day. He was also speaking boldly with authorities at that moment. They can't even put him in the prison. When they put him into the prison, the angels came and opened the door. He ran out again. He was still preaching. No one could stop him. He was a real bold man now. He was really preaching. And there were times, you can read this in the books of Acts, how they brought sick people. They laid them on the road. They expected Peter to walk. Even his shadows. They waited for his shadows will heal people. What a great apostle God changed him, because he followed God's direction. And I believe that will happen to you when you seek God's directions. It is the most wonderful direction you can ever have in your life. So guys, start doing it today and see how your life will change. Your family life, your children's life, everything that is impossible will become possible. I've seen people's life changing. I've seen them seeking God, how miraculously God works in their life. Try it out, please. Please force yourself inside and start praying, start seeking God. All right? It's free and He's a good God. He loves to do signs and wonders. All right, guys. Okay, thank you very much for being with me in this video and supporting me throughout all my videos. And today I have something for y'all. Whoever watched this video and you feel you are touched or you are blessed, the first two who write the comment in my comment box, your testimony, sharing your testimony, I will give you all a gift, a good pillow. I will send you all this pillow. You need to give me your address and I will post it to you all for free. All right, and many more other things will be coming up in the next video. Don't forget, the first two people who will be sharing with me in your comment box a wonderful testimony. If these videos, part 1 and part 2, touch you, I will send this video for you all for free. I'll post it to you all. Okay, so until we see in another video, stay with God and stay blessed. See you all. Good night. Shalom.